Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary. Last time we lost to Taskmaster, or more accurately, we lost to a scheme that I feel is impossible, unless you've got like the perfect setup to counteract it. Today we're facing Indestructible Man. You can't use attack to fight Indestructible Man. Once during each of your turns, you may shuffle 2 Elite Assassins from your victory pile into the villain deck, and if you do, fight Indestructible Man. He always leads the Elite Assassins, and Master Strike shuffle an Elite Assassin from your victory pile into the villain deck. If you can't, each player gains a wound. So he's hard to fight because you have to have a very specific circumstance to fight him, and he's one of those villains that gets significantly harder playing with the Final Blow rule because you need to fight him an additional time with the Final Blow, and fighting him an additional time when he has such a specific condition to fight him is pretty hard. So you got to get kind of lucky with the Elite Assassins, and you got to make sure that none of your Elite Assassins escape, otherwise bad things will happen. But because you keep shuffling Elite Assassins back into the victory pile for the Master Strikes and for the to fight him, you slow the game down a little bit, though I think all of his tactics also play an additional card from the villain deck. I can't remember. And the scheme is the the scheme is the Superhuman baseball game. Set up 9 twists, add an extra villain group. Special rules: the bank and streets do not exist. Put the villain deck under the HQ as home plate. The sewers, rooftops, and bridge are first, second, and third base. Twist, play the top card of the villain deck. If it's a bystander, rescue that cheering fan. If it's a Master Strike, then after it resolves, any villain on third base steals home and escapes. If it's a villain, it hits a double, pushes to second base, the rooftops, and you play the top card from the villain deck. Evil wins when evil has 4 runs, villains in the escape pile, per player. So this scheme is also really fucking hard. It might be fine. I don't think it's gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, all the Elite Assassins are gonna escape. Like, a villain will show up from the twist and then push to second base, and then you play another villain, and then the city's gonna get full very quickly, and I need a way to deal with that fast. Alright, we're also facing From Beyond, which is a really hard villain group, the Ghost Racers, and an additional villain group for the scheme. And we're playing as Phi Lavelle, Apocalyptic Black Widow, Mockingbird, Dr. Punisher, the Soldier Supreme, and Quicksilver. I don't anticipate this going well. Infinity Gems are our extra villain group. So the bank and the streets do not exist. The only thing that exists are first base, third base, second base, and third base, right? Yep. Okay. Ambush. Create a new reality space that stays above the Shaper of Worlds. It always contains a hero like an HQ space. Players can recruit from it. Okay. Got a Quicksilver Rare in there that's going to get KO'd. Man, I destroy an HQ space? Oh god, this is awful. Alright, I got a 4-4 split on both sides. What am I gonna do with those? Take cover is nice, but I don't have a trigger for it. I don't know what I want to do. I guess I can take this and try to get more instant cards or more Mockingbird cards. Go into this. Buying a recruit card feels way too slow. I could just buy ice magic on this side and then do the take cover thing on the other side, and hopefully my ice magic can kill something sometime. Okay, now that's pretty good. Alright. Reminder that the bank and the streets do not exist. Ambush, play another card from the villain deck. Time gain, gem gains shards equal to that card's printed victory points. Play the top card of the villain deck. If it's a bystander, you rescue it. If it's a master strike after it resolves, any villain on third base steals home and escapes. If it's a villain, it hits a double, pushes to second base, and you play the top card of the villain deck. It is a villain, so it hits a double, pushes to second base, and I play the top card of the villain deck. This has escaped, so I KO something from in here. And after the normal escape KO, I destroy the new reality space and destroy an HQ space and KO those heroes. So which HQ space am I destroying? This one, I guess. Okay, and then I need to play another card from the villain deck. Oh, this one, I didn't do this ambush effect. Mind Gem gains a shard for each scheme twist in the KO pile and or stack next to the scheme. This one, the extra card from this was the scheme twist, so it doesn't gain shards. Ambush, Soul Gem gains a shard for each villain in the city. Alright, you escape, you go here, you go here. This doesn't have an escape effect, but I do need to KO something. Guess I'll just KO. I can't KO this. This is too slow. Ambush, Power Gem gains a shard for each Master Strike in the KO pile and a stack next to the Mastermind, okay? I lose when Evil has 8 runs. I'm going to buy an officer and regret that decision. Okay, you're gone, and you gain a shard. That actually doesn't matter. Wow. So you have escaped, so I need to KO something from in here, and my choices of things to KO are even lower. Buy that, and buy that. Scheme Twist! I play the top card of the villain deck, and then depending on what it is, I do another thing. Okay, so this is... it hits a double, and I play the top card from the villain deck, so... you escape. You don't have an escape effect, but I do need to KO something. And then you escape. You don't have an escape effect, but I do need to KO something. And then I play the top card of the villain deck. Ambush. Each player reveals a ranged hero or gains a wound. Dark Memories means it gets attack equal to the number of VP in my victory pile. Number of different types of VP. And each different hero class in my discard pile. Okay. Well, I don't have anything in my discard pile, so I can actually fight you. Fight! You may send a hero from your discard pile undercover. I don't have one, unfortunately, but I'm 3 escapes away from losing, so I feel like I needed to do that. Ambush, Rise of the Living Dead. There are no zombies anywhere, thankfully. Like that, and buy a new recruit. Okay, this has escaped, and I need to KO something from in here. KO that one. Reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a villain I may fight at this turn. I'm not going to, but it does exist. That villain does exist. Buy you. And a new recruit. Okay, this has escaped. One more escape and I lose. I need to KO something. I gain a shard. I'm going to spend that shard to gain an attack and fight you. Fight, reveal a covert hero or KO one of my heroes with an attack icon. And I'm going to buy a new recruit. So I am in panic mode. Master Strike, shuffle an elite assassin from your victory pile into the villain deck. If you can't, each player gains a wound. One attack, draw a card. Need to fight you for 3. I somehow still don't have a victory pile? Or a discard pile? How did that happen? 4 recruit, 2 new recruits. My man's treading water. Ambush, reality gem gains a shard for each infinity gem villain card in the city and or the escape pile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus this, so that's 5. Gain a shard and draw a card. Okay. Can't fight anything. So I'm going to buy a new recruit. Draw a card. To attack, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, I may fight it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to. I'm going to buy an officer, so that maybe I can eventually buy something. Alright. Ambush, Space Jam gains a shard for each empty space in the city. There are no empty spaces, because these don't exist. Haha. I need to somehow draw into enough attack to not lose. So 2 recruit, I look at the top card of my deck. I discard it to put it back. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to gain a shard and draw a card. Then 1 attack, draw a card. I somehow didn't get enough attack to win. So I'm going to KO this wound by discarding this and having this side discard this. I'm going to buy this. And a new recruit. Wait. I can't buy a new recruit. Alright, this has escaped and I have lost. Good game. Both sides played well. I'm pretty sure this is like infamously one of the hardest schemes in the entire game, so I don't feel too bad about just losing in like 10 minutes, but it's still pretty annoying. Yeah, maybe next time will be better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then.